The Amazing World of Gumball is one of those shows we all fondly remember from our childhood. It made us laugh and was always full of energy. But every once in a while, it hit us right in the feels. Today, we're diving into the saddest episodes in Gumball's history. And if you're ready to get emotional, nothing hits harder than the choices. It all starts with what's supposed to be dinner, but looks more like a medieval riot. The kids are chanting, "We want food," like it's a rebellion, and Nicole is just one eye twitch away from going full nuclear. Richard, trying to be helpful, joins in by yelling louder. Thanks, Richard. Super helpful. The dinner turns into total warfare. Richard turns the potatoes into drywall, tenderizes the meat in the table, and somehow manages to set the stove on fire. Just by existing. Gumball and Richard drop to the floor and start rolling, as if that's going to fix anything. Meanwhile, Darwin sprays whipped cream, not on the fire, but on Nicole's face. Nicole's eye starts twitching, time freezes, and she begins narrating. How did it come to this? Of course, she blames Richard. Then, flashback. We're in her childhood. Her mom is scolding her over her grades. We need to talk about your report card, Nicole replies. But I got straight A's. The mom points to one grade. F, gender. Being a girl isn't an excuse. In her mom's eyes, she's already a failure. They're stuck in traffic, and Nicole has 5 minutes to make it to a tournament that will supposedly determine the fate of her entire life. So she bolts through the park, flips over babies, traumatizes Banana Bob, and literally sets the grass on fire with how fast she runs. She wonders, what if I had listened to Banana Bob's dumb guitar song? Well, that future is horrifying. She marries him, joins a banana cult, and eventually becomes him, complete with mustache and banana face. Next up is the Harold timeline. He nags her in the first 2 seconds and tells her, "Your parents don't love you." They get married. He destroys her confidence. She gets loads of plastic surgery, sets their house on fire, and ends up in jail. Honestly, iconic. She tries the butterfly effect, avoids stepping on one, and chokes on it. Mr. Small attempts to cure her with hugs. She dies from bacteria. Thanks a lot, Mr. Small. Then there's the Sal timeline. She takes a ride from a dude with one thumb and no helmet, and dies instantly. No story, just death. Finally, we return to the Richard timeline. He's trapped in a tree feeding squirrels. Nicole helps him. Instead of going to her tournament, they hang out. He gives her half a nut. Maybe it's symbolism. Maybe it's just a snack. Then comes a cute little montage. Swings, cloud watching, Richard getting rejected by her parents, them moving in together, getting married without her family, ramen dinners with emotional trauma, pregnancy panic, Gumball being born, Darwin being adopted, and Anais writing her own name on the hospital bracelet like an evil mastermind. It's chaos. But it's beautiful chaos. Everything this show stands for. Then we get a scene that feels a bit off-brand for the show. Nicole asks Richard, "What would you do if you were me?" Richard replies, "If I had done all the stuff you've done, I'd sleep until I'm 40. She clarifies, "I mean, what should I do with my life?" And Richard, in a rare moment of clarity, tells her, "Maybe you should start living it." Suddenly, we're back in the real world. Nicole emerges from her multiversal breakdown and says, "Actually, you know what? I wouldn't change a thing." Then she blasts Darwin with whipped cream. Gumball yells, "Food fight!" Nicole escalates to food war. Chaos resumes. The camera zooms out, and there's laughter. It's a reminder. Appreciate what you already have. But if you thought that was sad, buckle up. The next episode might leave you in pieces. The Job. Season 3, Episode 4. It starts with Nicole passed out cold on the grass, like she just watched the end of existence. Gumball and the boys wake her up, and she says, "I had a nightmare that Richard got a job." Plot twist. He did. as a pizza delivery guy. Nicole is actually proud of him. Red flag number 1. Richard says the job is amazing because he gets free pizza. Gumball and Darwin are impressed. But here's the truth. He doesn't really get free pizza. Cut to Richard devouring pizza slices before deliveries. He eats the center, squishes the edges together, and gaslights the customers. A crime, but also free dinner. Nicole sends Gumball and Darwin to keep an eye on him. That kicks off a surreal pizza delivery montage. Gumball hands over a box to a couple who think it's their baby. He drops it. It tumbles downstairs in slow motion. Sauce splatters like blood. Everyone's traumatized. Even the pepperonis. Then they try to make a vegetarian pizza using actual dirt and chewed gum. They give it to Mr. Small, who's on a sunlight-only diet and hallucinating grass as gourmet cuisine. He eats it. All of it. Then inflates a bubble. Totally normal. Richard, meanwhile, is rapping on a scooter as reality itself collapses around him. Gravity twists, mannequins change outfits, colors invert. Back at home, Nicole tries drinking water, but Richard zooms past, and the water floats upward like a reverse waterfall. Anais shrugs. It's just water, Mom. Nicole is spiraling into insanity. Then Gumball delivers a pizza to the Banana family, and they start chanting, "Pizza! Pizza!" like a demonic cult. Richard glitches them into an infinite loop. Nicole, realizing the universe is literally breaking, kidnaps Larry the pizza boss and begs him to fire Richard. Meanwhile, Richard is delivering his final pizza like it's the One Ring. Every step unleashes shockwaves that distort space-time. People turn into real humans for 0.3 seconds. Yes, live-action Gumball. Haunting. Everyone's brains switch bodies. Gumball has Anais' brain and becomes Einstein. Darwin's body glitches like an old Nintendo cartridge. They transform into different animation styles. It's madness. Finally, they catch Richard. Just as he's about to deliver the pizza and destroy reality, the customer opens the box and sees bite marks. Larry pulls out the company handbook and fires Richard on the spot. Boom! World restored. Rainbow in the sky. Peace. Richard. Sorry I lost my job. Nicole hugs him. It's okay. Richard. I'll get another one. Cue Gumball and Darwin, breaking the fourth wall with a look. We all know what that means. And now, it gets even deeper. The Parents. Season 6, Episode 12. We're at Elmore Mall. The Wattersons are doing grocery shopping with Olympic-level aggression. Gumball, Darwin, and Anais ambush Nicole SWAT style, trying to sneak in junk food. Nicole, probably the strongest cartoon mom ever, flips Richard into a fridge. She casually reveals she's paid in literal peanuts. Not slang, real peanuts. She activates her frugal powers and battles strangers over cans of corned beef. She goes Super Saiyan and takes down the entire aisle, only to be faced with her parents. Dad? Mom? In the car, Nicole is still stunned. The kids are like, "We invited them over for dinner." Nicole replies, "Why would you do that?" Gumball goes, "Because they owe us hundreds of Christmas presents." Legendary. The parents arrive and the tension is unbearable. Nicole stares daggers into the void. Gumball tries a joke. It crashes harder than a meteor and sparks a nuclear family meltdown. They air everything out. Her parents had ridiculous expectations. They pushed her too hard. "I was only 8, she cries. Her dad replies, "At that age, I was already 10. Insane. Turns out her legal first name is Doctor. She was forced into every school club imaginable. Her parents even tried to replace Richard with a neurosurgeon on their honeymoon. They missed her wedding because they thought RSVP was a town and went there. No joke. And just to top it off, they sent her divorce papers on her first anniversary. Why? Because she sent them retirement home brochures with glitter for their 50th birthday. Classic Wattersons. The family collapses. Gumball sings. The grandparents leave. Nicole does dishes, tears in her eyes. Flashbacks show broken memories and faded photos. It's deeply emotional. Nicole rushes out to stop them. Too late. She calls out. They don't stop. Until truck! They brake just in time. Her mom lowers the window. Nicole, voice shaking, says, I don't want your excuses. I just want you back. They hug. After 20 years. It's awkward, raw, real, growth. Then Gumball ruins it by saying it was all to get presents. Yep, but nothing prepares you for what's next. The Origins. Season 4, episodes 20 and 21. Darwin's origin story. And it's heartbreakingly beautiful. It starts with a flush. Richard accidentally sends Darwin down the toilet. Just like that, the Wattersons lose a part of their family. Gumball clutches his bowl. Nicole tries to take it gently. He'll need it when he comes back, Gumball says. It's not logic, it's love. Darwin, alone, confused, floats through the sewage system. Then he meets some catfish. They laugh at his story. Magic van, cat and rabbit, flush down a toilet. Fair enough. But when he says he's going back to Elmore, they stop laughing. Fish can't survive on land. Darwin's response, I have no other choice. Love finds a way. Then it hits. He launches from the water, crawls through deserts, eats garbage, bites a possum's tail thinking it's a worm. Classic Gumball absurdity. But beneath it is real pain.